Mr. President, I have friends that for 35 years, hey, Don, how you doing? Hey, Donnie, I love you, Donnie. For 35 years, now they call, Mr. President, sir. How are you? I have a friend, very rich guy, Richard Lefrak in New York, builder, good builder. He calls me all my life. Hey, Don, how you doing? I've known this guy from kindergarten. It's true. Hi, Don, how you doing? How's everything? And now, I got a call the other day. Mr. President, how are you, sir? How are you? I said, Richard, lighten up. Lighten up. Call me Donald. Richard, call me Donald. You've known me for, I don't want to say because I don't want my wife to hear the number. But it's true. Actually, that's true. Richard came up. He said, I've known your husband for 65 years. I said, don't say that. I say 20, 25, 30. Don't say 65 years. But I said, Richard, call me Donald like you always do. Call me Don. Okay, Don. Okay. He gets his breath. 2 minutes later, Mr. President. But maybe that's a good thing. That's called respect for the office, right? Maybe that's a good thing, right?
Watching this video reminded me of what somebody said to me one day when we were working together at the park. And the person said, you are like Donald Trump. You are like Donald Trump. People will not like you because you're just so plain, you're so blunt. You just say the way it is. You don't know diplomacy. Understand? So Donald Trump will just tell you your face. This is just say the word the way it is. And a lot of persons don't like it. They like pretense. They like people to camouflage things. They like people to, have their way with words. Like instead of you to say it the way it is, try to garnish it. Try to make the word look sweet. Do you understand? So for me, I love the way Donald Trump handled issues. I love the fact that he says it the way he does. I remember once watching him, he said, you don't need to like America. If you don't like us, you can leave. Right? And it looks so hot for some people who want to see him begging, asking them to stay back and all of that. You are in somebody's country, you say you don't like the country, then what are you doing in that country? Are you getting this thing? So it's about being plain, but sometimes I'm beginning to have this thinking. I say, people like us, because I'm just that kind of person, I just say it the way it is. I just say it's ho-ha. That's how we say it in my language. We say it's ho-ha. Like plain. I don't know how to mix word. I don't know how to pretend. I don't know how to camouflage. I just say it plainly. And sometimes it comes out very harsh. People be like, this is not how a woman should talk. This is not the right thing to say. But everybody is not fashioned to pretend. I call it pretense because how can you be, this is how it should be, and you're not saying it the way it is. And one thing I've realized is that women and pretense are 5 and 6. Hey, I remember some time ago, my husband would tell me, saying, you don't know how to pretend, though. At least sometimes you do that. I said, not everybody knows how to do it. Me, I don't know how to do it. I say it the way it is. You just have to accept it. And then one time in the office, he came back and was telling me that, he likes his HOD in the office, the woman, because the woman is very plain. She just tells it to you the way it is. And I'm like, why do you like her? He said she's very plain. I said, oh. And the woman said, I can't work with women. You know why? Women are just so fake. And they pretend a lot. No, they might not be feeling any pain, but because they want to gain empathy, a bit sympathy, they will just feel like, it's spending me here. It's not spending me here. I said, okay, now, sure, you have seen it. You have heard from somebody else. Just accept people the way they are. I love Donald Trump. That is just so me. It's just so me. Like, you give it to him the way he does. Okay, exactly what do you mean when you're calling him, hello, Donnie. Hi, Donnie. I love you, Donnie. Immediately, position change. Yeah, hold on. I understand you want to give him respect. You just like calling, Mr. President. What's that? What is that? Can you just be real for once? You've known yourself for more than 6 decades. So why are you trying to be so formal? And you know this guy is not a pretender. He's very harsh. He says it the way it is. So he will still appreciate, understand that you guys are old time friends, and he won't stop him from doing anything for you if he so wants to do. He won't stop you from even assessing him if you still want to assess him. So trying to be so formal, and that is one thing that used to kill us here in Nigeria. Hey, you see this country, Nigeria. Oh my God. You see eye service. Jesus. Eye service. Eye service in this country is 110%. If you want to survive in Nigeria, don't be like Donald Trump. Don't be like people like us that you just say it's bam bam. Because that is, I think that was what ended this guy's life. Charlie Clerk. He was just playing. He said it the way it is. People don't like people like that. People like people that pretend. People like pretense. If you know that it's yellow, say it's green. Unfortunately, some of us cannot say it that way. You just say it the way it is, and people will feel like you're too harsh. Why are you talking like this? This is not the right thing. Be diplomatic. Everybody is not patterned to be the same way. You just have to understand people and follow them the way they are. But you see, this is our country. If you want to survive in this terrain, hey, Alanguru, just all the names, all the we know you like titles, call them all the names. In your mind, you don't insult them, finish. You don't finish them. You can be bowing down to them in your mind. You're standing up, you're saying to hell. That is what they want to. That is what people want. Hey, the what is what they want. You sing their praises, you shout their praises. Even if they are doing rubbish, you keep shouting. And that is why sometimes we don't have good records, good reports. We're not getting the results that we need because everything is so fake. Everything is so packed. Everything is so like people are not just being real. Like, for not be like sometimes, just be real. Be yourself. And I tell that to especially children around me. When you come around me, I say, please don't do things to please me. Don't. Just be yourself. I'm ready to mature for this kind of, you're trying to just be yourself, because with time you see that your real self will come out. Just be yourself around me. If there's anything we need to work on, we'll work on it with time. Be real. Just be you and be unapologetically you, because you see, you will never repeat it again in history. You are only one of your kind. Imagine living all your life to please people. Imagine living all your life, all you're doing is, how do I make this person happy? How do I make my husband happy? Guess what? I'm somebody of the opinion that as long as you're making your husband happy, also make yourself happy. In short, prioritize yourself first. It is self-care. It is not selfishness. Because even the husband, these are things that you not hear often from women. Most times what they are doing is from them. It's sometimes out of, let's say, 10 things they do, sometimes 8 of it or 5 of it is for themselves, then their family. So if all your life you're going to live to please your husband, to please people, when will you please yourself? Because it's in pleasing yourself that you also understand that you have to please God. I understand the place of submission, pleasing your husband, but you at times you have to please yourself. I'm telling you the truth. Some say, where is it in the Bible? Where is it in the Bible? Love one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. You didn't say your neighbor, you should love your neighbor more than you love yourself. Do you understand? Love yourself. Love yourself. It is called self-love. And be real. Just be you. Stop faking things. Life is too short though. You will open your eyes one day and realize that it's finished. It's finished on this part of the world. Charlie Clerk, 31 years. But life so impactful. So, be real. That's why I love Donald Trump. He is so real. He is just so real.